It really has been a while. I did do some grinding, but we still have a fair bit to go. Get the next 4, actually here. Alright, so Bismarck is getting close to level cap. As for the rest of us, we have been retired, including Decim, I think. Yeah. So I'm just making sure we're all up to snuff before we tackle the dragon again. I had a bad head cold, like, about a couple weeks ago. Still have a cough. What I'm trying to remember though is where exactly I was grinding. Where I was grinding before. I think it has a timeout teleportation too. Oh. I did not think talking would irritate my throat this much. To say it's good to be back, but I'm clearly still have the residual effects of being very sick. That's unfortunate. Where is it? Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay. Do we even need to get the bud for anything? I'm just gonna keep getting out of habit, but I don't think we need it. remember how long I need to grind here for. I think it's the next floor is the spot we're going to be grinding in for a bit. The question is, till what level? Alright. Yeah, this is pretty much what stream's gonna be like for. Yeah, don't know how long. Grinding wise, I'm not sure how long it'll take. I think random encounters are actually worth more than they are in later games, but there's also no quest to kind of spec the level, so yeah. Like, grinding is better for XP in the first game and later ones, but it's also kind of our only option in the first game. So those aren't worth that much, and quests don't give any XP. Alright. Yeah, audio-wise, it's just gonna be a lot of coughing for a while. Like a few more weeks, probably. If I keep my mouth shut, I'm not gonna cough that much, but, do you think I have the option to keep my mouth shut right now? Best I can do is try to drink a lot of water. Hopefully soothe my throat. I know I've been grinding up Bismarck for the walls. I've also started considering maybe doing first turn with Dessa, in which case there's still the question of who replaces either Thunder Dragon or Manko. Alright, we were dropping Manko because of the whole debuff situation. Well, buff situation. Because, if I remember correctly, I think Dragon will, just like Etrian, do a move to remove our buffs if we have too many. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the most optimal place to be. The most optimal, I mean having the most XP without really risking death. definitely, given 420 is just foes with no random encounters, there isn't really a gradual increase to 425, 421's difficulty. It also kind of feels like 421 gives less XP than 419. It's just because there's lesser enemies per group on 421. As far as my plan is, I don't 100% remember what the fire formation is going to be. I still think I'm dropping Manko for Dragon, but for Drake and Leland, I'm not quite sure. It seems like all of the dragons in this game have priority on their breath, so kinda need either Bismarck or Decim in the party to overcome that. I'm still surprised how yeah, irritated my throat's getting just talking right now. Doesn't seem like it was COVID, but the symptoms don't quite match up. But man, it put me out of action for a bit. What in the hell am I? Oh, right, passives. Got the walls at 6 and Smite mastered. All it really leaves is passives. I mean, yeah, technically there's active skills, but like 4 more points? Nah. How is that? Oh, right, CPR. Yeah, no, I can't. Between if I talk for like a minute straight, I'm gonna end up coughing. Versus it's only really having to grind right now. Can't say I have much to talk about. No, not that. I want to look at the map. One thing I am curious about. How well is my map looking right now? Actually, do I have any requests on hold? I don't think we do. Right, I think all that's left is just, yeah. Just gonna press live chat just because I see 2 of you there. Or rather that there are two. I don't know which two or who two or if you guys are new or not. Make sure chat's actually refresh. Hey Mako. You were one of them. In corn. Fair enough. I can tell you I am holding back a cough so goddamn hard right now. Yeah, I'm glad I set up the cap there on the a long time ago. Listener remembers, there were times when I'd sneeze. And it was not pleasant for her, because it would peak the microphone. But I put in a filter to stop sounds going over a certain decibel level. And it's not... might be a bit surprising, but won't be painful. Yeah, I don't know if I'd eat corn straight up by itself, but like... Oh wait, corn on the cob? Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't say I love corn, but I do like it. I'll try going down to the 5th after the next fight. Yeah, I was about to say he's taking slower than normal. Oh, hey, a bunch of foes are back. Meh. And that's why I say meh. Yeah, let's just erase this buff. Nice. How do I even get an eagle? I don't know. And I'll feel a little bit of phlegm, but I'm not sure if I'll ever cough it up. I had very low success rate in coughing up phlegm. Ah, great curse. Yep, that's curse. At this point, it's the cough that's lingering. The sickness came and went for like a few days last 2 weeks ago, but my god, the cough is going to stick around for like a month. Yeah, no, not sure if I need a rest right now. I guess I'm not seriously sick right now, but obviously I'm not 100% either. I'm not sure where I'm at right now, percentage-wise. Other than I am very surprised that talking this much in here right now is irritating my heart so much. That's what all the coughing's about. Yeah, it's a weird bit. Yeah, maybe I should take some medicine. There is one liquid medicine tastes disgusting, but it thins out phlegm, so it might help. Of course, the intent is to help you cough it up, but it more so just keeps me from coughing in the first place. I think it just gets thin enough that it slides down into my stomach. I haven't actually coughed up phlegm in a couple weeks. Because the worst day was actually Saturday 2 weeks ago. Where I had 3 globs of phlegm coughed up like all in the morning. And after that, sure I've been coughing like hell, but I've no real phlegm. You know, it's like my throat is super easily irritated right now. And living in an old house, there's just dust everywhere. That doesn't help either. I kept on my desk today and yesterday, and that's helped, but yeah, I'm just surprised at how much trying to talk right now is actually goading coughs. Oh, it's extremely annoying. In fact, when it was at its worst, I could not fucking sleep because I just cough every few seconds. It's like, yeah, you start to drift off, and then you have a fucking cough come up involuntarily. Now you're awake. Start to drift off again, another cough. Only lasted for like, what, 2 or 3 days? Yeah, I really don't know how long the cough will be. My guess is a month, though. Seems to be normal. Or at least what I had. Well, to be specific, it's a month of having an irritable throat, which will cause periodic coughing, and when you live in a dusty environment, yeah. No, so your immune system has gotten weaker over the years. Like, I say that because, a fun fact, I caught a very rare disease in my youth, and since then I haven't really gotten sick. So when I do get sick, it tends to be pretty bad. Hey there, Alyssa. Yeah, we'll ride down the Vistron. Not sure exactly where, though. Well, that means it's a good time to start over. I think you have to, since, if I recall correctly, your friend broke your SD card, so you lost your save data. So you'd have to start over anyways. Where do I even go right now? Yeah, I'm not sure how deep we should go into the 5th. Those crab things are not going to be fun to fight with auto battle. At least not this level. Reminds me of his Super Smash Bros. Melee. So I have Super Smash Bros. Melee, like for the GameCube, and I have the box, but the disc is nowhere to be found. And I don't know what happened to the disc. I don't know where it went. I can only assume that my brother lost it at some point, but I don't know how that would have happened. The reason I assume that is because I'm the kind of person that'll always put the disc back in the box when I'm done with it. I don't leave them loose. I don't have like a separate container for it. I make sure all the games that when I'm done, they go back in their physical case, and the case goes back into a collection I have, like on a shelf or in a box. So they're all, at least by console, all in the same area. And I'm especially careful with the Etrian Odyssey cartridges that I have, because I make sure those go right back into the case, which goes right back into my little drawer I have with just Etrian Odyssey games in them. So I really don't know how I lost Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube, but I did. Somehow. Somewhere. Sometime. I have no idea where it could be. Because I still have a GameCube. I still have a Nintendo 64. I still have a Wii, actually. and an Xbox 360, and a PS3, which I haven't turned on any of those in a long time, but I assume they still work. I think we used up all of our spare Nectar 2s. Yeah, we did. Alright, you have to remember correctly, we do just have to buy them now. Or just some... Oh hey, some level ups myself in Melissa then. Cool. Oh, well no, storage-wise, I was thinking through like, oh, with digital games now, I don't really have the whole put it back in the box anymore. But there is storage space, because, my god, I have a 500GB SSD and a 2TB hard disk drive that I've had for 7 years now. And I think it's time to get a new solid-state disk drive because, like, for one, games are just getting so large and unoptimized that it's going to be a bit of a gamble to try to run them on a hard-state disk, even if it's a pretty good one. And two, things have just been accruing on those drives for so long that I can't really clear out enough space reasonably for a new game. Like, I tried to keep at least 100GB free on the soft-state drive. Like, just in case, but also I think it runs a bit faster if you keep some free storage space. Like, I don't think I can really free up much more space on it right now. It's at, like, just under 100 gigs right now, and I don't think there's anything else I can really optimize other than just, I guess, uninstalling Windows 10, but that's kind of the operating system. Just a note, if you have at least a little bit of technical know-how, I do not recommend Windows. Just go on to Linux, because, my god, Windows is not only less stable than Linux, it also takes up a shit ton more space. Like, you can store Linux, I think, on a thumb drive? You know, like, I think it's like maybe at most 4GB or even less. Is it even less than a gigabyte? I forget how small the Linux operating system is. Pretty small. Meanwhile, Windows, if it knows it has the space, it will consume all of it. I think it takes up about 180 gigabytes at least on my drive. So yeah, I don't recommend Windows. Warframe is actually installed on the C drive, because any game that I would potentially play online, or plan to play online, I install on the soft state drive to make sure I have fast load times. Because, like, the load times between the soft state and the hard disk drive I've got aren't so different that it really bothers me. So, like, I'm fine playing single-player games on the hard disk drive, like, that's fine. But even at, like, 2 terabytes, I think I'm at, actually, let me check right now. I think I'm finally at like 80% storage used on that. Yeah, I know you can't see it. It's going to be quick enough. Yeah, I have almost half it. Okay, I have 585 gigabytes free on the hard disk drive, which means I have about close to 1.5 terabytes of data on there. Mostly games, I think. I haven't installed my entire Steam library because, especially the AAA games, they just fucking absurd the file size. Really blew my mind to figure out all of the... every single GBA game I could possibly have interest in was still like under 1 gigabyte. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of good gameplay for what the fuck are they doing today? Probably set up an auto path right now, shouldn't I? What do you think counters are like up here? And also, if we end up triggering the folks, I do not want to auto path inside of those detection radius. Yeah, I think we're good. Just like that. I made a mistake in here. Alright. Oh. I tried switching fluff around to an earlier slot, to the first slot, so I wouldn't have to do as many button inputs, but it's so much muscle memory just to flick to where fluff is that I actually end up taking longer. Yeah, I probably should just buy the new drive at this point. What I'm looking at is a, well, for one, I am really surprised that the solid-state drive I have has lasted this long. Not in terms of storage space, but from what I've read, apparently solid-state drives don't last as long as hard disks. Isn't like they eventually fail and tend to just kind of suddenly fail on their own, so I got, I think a few years ago at this point, a tool to monitor the health of my solid-state drive, and it's like barely budged, so I'm probably taking good care of it somehow. Seriously, like, they're supposed to last, or expected to last 5 years. It's been like 7. And this thing's still... I think it's like 71% health right now. And like a few years ago, it was at like 72, maybe 74. think it's just that I don't... I think it's because I have the hard disk drive that I just don't install and uninstall things on the soft state that much. Probably preserves it. I know when this drive goes, it'll be a great time to kick Windows, though, because that's installed on here. I think the main reason I don't switch is just because I'm not really sure how painful the transfer process will be. Because, you know, you've got, like, a bunch of... I know I can have both operating systems installed in the same system. And just choose which one to boot into. It's just... this depends on what I use. You know, a lot of apps are just designed for Windows or just designed for Linux, and it's like, well, how much am I going to have to relearn or refine stuff? I mean, there's Armored Core 6, a little bit of Warframe, which Armored Core 6 has managed to usurp fairly, at least for now. A couple of demos, actually. Let me actually get the... Let me show you what I've been... Without showing the games, just show the Steam pages. Capture... There you go. So there's XF Extreme Formula, which... Let's just let the trailer play. Yeah, pretty much. I was looking at AeroGPX's pages and looking like, oh yeah, what similar games are there on Steam? And apparently now seems to be a good year for F-Zero inspired games. There was that, XF Extreme Formula, and then there was one that I played just yesterday, reminded about from Steam Next Fest. Message from the Sky. This was a fun demo. Besides that, it really has just been, yeah, Armored Core 6 for the most part. A little bit of Warframe, which I've buried in this list to try and deter me from going to it. It hasn't really helped. You just get used to going to the list. Alright, back to game capture. I know, it's full screen, so display capture and game capture aren't that much different. The main difference is when I alt-tab, it doesn't show when I alt-tab to. I also don't think it does mouse capture either. I have to click on the screen for it to... Can't really show here, so ping it. I think I get it. The level design is more on the surreal side. And it definitely has that very indie kind of rough charm to it. And I had fun on the demo, so I mean, if you... I'm honestly forgetting just how many of you do or do not have actual access to Steam and PC gaming. So I need to remind myself of that you guys aren't watching on your PCs. Most of you are watching on your phones, which is still a foreign concept to me. I think I've mentioned this before. I grew up back when flip phones, or like the first popular mobile cell phones, were about, and I ended up just not really using it because I viewed it more as a fad. So I just use my phone as just a fancy watch for a lot of the time. It's not until like last year that I started to actually kind of use it as like a mobile computer or something. So it's still a pretty foreign concept to me. To realize that, oh yeah, people just do everything on their phones. They don't just have computers for this. Of course you are. Second monitor content. Same level as Just Drive Haze. Yeah, given how much is not going on right now, audio only is fine. As I'm sure you're aware, we're just grinding out levels. I know, right? And now we've gone back to flip phones. So apparently the newer models have like gone back to having the flip component to them. Which I still think is cool. I'm not sure how much of that is just because the flip component's cool in of itself, or it's just nostalgia. Game Boy Advance SP is Flip 2, and that's cool, as is the DS. Yeah, I think I just like the Flip stuff. I'm not gonna get one though, because phones are fucking expensive now. It's like $1,000 to get the new model. Yes, back to the original point. If you do have Steam access, if you can play on PC, yes, Plushie from... Yes, Plushie from the Sky. I have blanked on the name again. Let me look that up quickly. Yeah, Plushie from the Sky and XF Extreme Formula. If you... Both have demos, so again, just try for free. Actually, they only have demos. They aren't even out yet. Oh, and apparently the Aero GPX demo is still available, but you have to kind of look for it on the Steam discussions, because like the developer realized that, oh yeah, a lot of people had fun with the demo, but I don't think he wanted to keep it up just because it would set inappropriate expectations, I think was his reasoning. But I realized there's enough demand that he made a sticky post in the Steam discussions board with a link to where you can download an itch.io demo. If you want to play Aero GPX, the demo, you can. I'm going to go pee because I have drunk a lot of water already on this stream. BRB. Okay, I'm back. I should play Daric at some point. Yeah, I need to get my freaking game schedule in order. Because I should be playing more games. I mean, why else have I been buying games? But I know I can only seriously play 2 games at a time with like a third as a fling. Oh, actually, that's what I mentioned I'm going to do on stream. Use this as a way to force me to try a bunch of games. Yeah, I think Armored Core has become my primary game over Warframe, which is good. Armored Core isn't trying to... Well, it's not a live service game. So you just play as long as you feel like. I know Warframe's still there. I'm less bothered by it where it is right now. I'm kind of just playing it like once or twice a week. Or when I'm like really bored and don't want to think while I'm playing, then yeah, I'll boot up Warframe. Which, I mean, it happens when I like say get home from work. It's just like, no, I don't want to think right now. Spent all day thinking. Yeah, the once or twice a week comes about because of the weekly stuff. Because you better believe there's FOMO involved. I'll explain it without showing it, because I think it'd have our time better spent running an Etrian Odyssey than trying to bring up a visual example of what I'm saying. But they have Archon shards, which are a new thing you can... That's a new slot that they belong to for like these little power boosts to your Warframes, and it's just, yeah, you can only get so many per week, which means if you don't play for a week, like an entire week, you've now missed out on Archon shards. The whole kind of thing with having time-gated caps, it's like, you can make the excuse, oh yeah, it keeps people from getting too far ahead. It also keeps people from catching up, too. So it's like, one hand I want to gather more Archon shards, make sure I don't fall behind on that. As many as I can. At the same time, kind of the only reason I'm playing at this point. I mean, I do go through the new content, yeah, but the new content's not going to last me months and months and months on end. Starting, and I do mean starting to develop a more casual relationship with Warframe. Oh, and if you know how Archon shards already work, which I assume neither of you do, because I don't think either of you really play Warframe, you can remove them at the cost of some resources, and then just put them on a different Warframe. Like, they aren't just, like, they're semi-permanent. And the fact that they'll last until you remove them, and it costs some resources to remove them, but none to equip, so you can just kind of slot kind of move them around. I decided, no, I'm going to have all of my Warframes have a full 5 slots of Archon shards, which means I can't move around any. Means I kind of need to not miss weeks. Oh, for me, a game I forget that I'd be able to play over again, that would be Breath of the Wild. The main joy of that game was discovering things, and that got me like 400-hour time on my first playthrough, but like the second one, I'm just like, magic's gone. Speaking of, there's still Tears of the Kingdom, which I did buy, and I remember booting it up on my Switch in handheld, and I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like I'd want to play this on the big TV, and then I never played it again. Because I haven't set that up. I have the dock, like, nearby. It's within arm's reach right now, and it's not hooked up or anything. And now there's rumors of a Switch 2, which I'm like, alright, if it's backwards compatible, may as well play Tears of the Kingdom on that and get better performance. Because it's not bad performance, but I did notice a little bit of frame stuttering while I was playing. For like the half hour that I played. Yeah, I think I naturally just need a forever game, but I really need to make sure I never choose a live service forever game. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I wasn't too concerned about that, Alyssa, because I could already tell, like, oh yeah, they have the Hyrule map, and then they have the Sky Islands up above. And I've heard there's caverns below Hyrule now, too. So it's like... And plus we have, like, the changes that they'd have to the normal base maps, even if the geography's the same, the little details are different. It's like... This is just straight up, like, the best kind of sequel. It's just, like, more of what we got, and better than what we got. I'm just apparently not in the right headspace to dive into it right now, though. Exactly. It's like, they aren't those... I still haven't played the new God of War games. I played the original ones, which is part of the reason I don't play the new ones. I'm just like, you're just rewriting the whole story, but also you demand I buy a PS5 for this, and no thank you. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I should get on that. Because the thing is, like, I realized that and went like, oh yeah, I should probably just buy a third monitor so that way I can, first off, replace one of these old ones that I have in front of me right now, because I've got 2. And then put the third one, like, into where I play the Switch, so it's just hooked up for, I guess, console gaming. And I got the third monitor, and I never set it up. It's still in the box. And it's been like at least a year since I bought it. A lot of me be going a bit too extreme there. I think you wouldn't be able to play the game at that point. It's kind of a similar issue with the Steam Deck, too. I feel like it's a lot... Like, I'll either play the game on my PC or I'll play it on my Steam Deck, but I rarely intermingle the two. Like, I'm thinking this is a Steam Deck game or this is a PC game, and it's just like, I don't end up playing on the other one when they share libraries. Like Luna said, I really only play on the Steam Deck. I ported my save over to PC so I could show you on stream that one time, but otherwise, just Steam Deck. The only one I've ever intermingled was Armored Core 6. Because I play that primarily on PC, and I do some labbing on Steam Deck when I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm up at night thinking about it. I want to try this out right now. Boot up the Steam Deck, make the changes, because Steam Deck's not as performant as my PC. To be expected as a handheld, but like, it's enough that I don't really view it as the main system for that stuff, and like the PC is just like it's down the hall from where I sleep. Like, come on. So yeah, kind of looking forward when we get done with this, because then I can finally try to force myself with a peer pressure to actually give new games a serious, like, 2 or 3 hour try. Not just go for like a half hour and be like, I'm not feeling this right now. But trust me, that's been happening more and more often, where like I start to play a new game and I'm just like, I know I'd enjoy it, but I hit kind of mental block a half hour in where I'm just like, I kind of just want to go back to playing normal stuff, and I'm not fully sure what that's about. Either that's just I need to force myself through that, or there's some other things I need to improve in my life before I'm more comfortable playing new games. Something. If I knew what it was, I'd be able to articulate it. Although I was immediately into Plushy from the Sky as well as XF Extreme Formula, which I still need to go through the XF's form demo a bit more. Have more cups to beat and more time trials to do. Which is interesting from a kid perspective, because I know I used to play F-Zero X as a kid, because I thought it looked cool and I had fun going fast, because who doesn't? I guess people who are afraid of speed or crashing would be. Although I also know I wasn't particularly good at the racing games, I just kind of do the, Alright. You know, that's kind of on you, Manko, whether you use the same strategy or not. You know what? Try something else. Try something new. Or you can do what I do and have 3 of every class. Just so you have all the options and make sure they are all leveled up and all equipped for every floor. I mean, you got 30 slots. May as well use them. Yeah, as a kid, I remember really only playing through the Grand Prix. Maybe single races. And not being particularly good at them. Nowadays, and like never touching time attacks, I'm just like, why would I want to do time attack? What's the point? Now I'm just like, I do time attack primarily. Because A, I can practice without having to deal with the chaos of other racers, and B, I have a tangible time that tells me I have improved over my past self. I'm indirectly racing with myself, is what time attack is, on top of being able to practice tracks. If you don't care about the time, it's just you get to race on the track without having to worry about getting rammed into a wall or into the void. Grand Prix. It smells like that. Also, we have like 150,000 Ental. Is there something I can buy right now? Alright, Duergar. You need Duergar. Oh yeah, Archdrar. I think... Yeah, I gotta fail, not Manko. I'm gonna actually boot up and remember. So I can barely remember the name of the GPA F-Zero game. I think I've shown it on stream once. And it's been a while since I booted it up, so I don't actually remember the name. Yeah, F-Zero Climax. That was the name. That's what really got me back into racing games recently. And I forget actually why I got interested in it. Maybe it was AeroGP. It probably was AeroGPX. Okay, I think the timeline of me getting back into racing games was watching with Aero. Because yes, I do enjoy Life Aero videos, and he played AeroGPX's demo. So then I got interested in AeroGPX. And after I finished the demo, it was like, alright, this reminds me of F-Zero, let's go play that. And I'm remembering, oh hey, there's an F-Zero game for GBA that's apparently pretty good, that never came out in the US. They have an English patch for it. And I think I was also just getting GPA games and just downloading everything that seemed like it'd be good. Like, oh yeah, I have an F-Zero game on GBA, let's go play that. And my god, Climax is amazing. You could even say it's a climax. There's a second F-Zero game on GBA called GP Legends. It's not really as good, but it does have simpler controls than Climax, so it might be how you want to ease yourself into GBA games if you want to take that route. Yeah, I think I have a renewed interest in racing games. Well, anti-grav, futuristic, kind of combat racing games. You know, the F-Zero-like stuff. Not so much kart racing, not realistic racing, not drag racing, just the arcadey, go super fast, and blow things up. Alright, first turn is available, so next level we can actually get it unlocked. Put the 1 point in, because I don't think we're going to need more than 1 point. And... yeah, I guess after that we then go for bows. In which case we don't have that much. Yeah. 16 points left to invest into bow skills. Ew. True shot or multi-hit? I know multi-hit can do more damage than true shot, but true shot's more TP efficient, and if I have to choose with a limited point investment, if I unlock multi-hit, I can't max it, and if I can't max it, I don't get the 3 hits. Disable's kind of not great. Haul on, eh. True shot we can master. I guess the question is, how much is bows worth? Is it 10, 15, or 30% damage though? Now they kind of vary by game how much percentage attack increase the mastery skills are. I think they're rather high in the first one. They might be 30%. I'd look it up right now, but as we know, this PC version of Etrian Odyssey, it pauses every time you alt tab. Like, for a real-time game, that's a nice feature. For a turn-based game, just let it run. It's fine, just let it run. It's not like something will happen while we're not looking. I wonder if there's a mod to disable that at this point. I've been grinding for an hour already. Jeez. I'm kind of glad it's 3 hours stream. Just because I think, as I mentioned, going to stream once a week, it's a better idea to make them longer. It's not like I'm doing short session games where you can get a lot done in like an hour or two. No, I like to play long form games where you need to be playing for a week. I think part of that's just because I like to have one game I can immerse myself in fully, but also because I did not have much of a video game budget until like now. So great idea to buy a game that lasts a long time. Nowadays it's like I have more money than I have time. Now that I am a part of the working people. An odd flip of priorities, that's for sure. It seems like I've talked out most of the coughs in me, apparently, since if you've noticed, I haven't actually coughed that much in a while. Which might just jinx it. We'll see. Or rather, you'll hear. And I'll experience. Voice still sounds a little off to me, though. I don't know if it is off or if I'm just haven't heard myself talk for this long in a long time. No, and I remember the priority games. They were Cry of Fear from Manko and Tunic for Decim, but Decim's like works weekends, so rip Decim and Tunic. I also personally want to get into Pseudo Regalia because it's one of those games that like I started and I'm like, yeah, I can see myself having a lot of fun with this, but I can never quite get myself to like fully immerse in it. I'm not sure what that's about. My best guess is because I never quite enjoyed 3D platformers that much as a kid, and maybe my tastes haven't changed that much since then. I guess if you haven't noticed, your tastes tend not to change too much from what they developed as a kid. Like, yeah, they don't stay exactly the same, but they stay in the same ballpark. And kid me was like, yeah, I'm willing to give 3D platformers a try, but never never really felt like they were the best thing. Either because they were poorly designed, because, I mean, they're like 90s games. I still had to kind of being a bit unfair. Or if I just wasn't good at them, or if I didn't have a sense for them. I don't know. Never fully clicked with me. Although it was pseudo regalia, I think it was 2 issues. One's just like, alright, I need to accept that, which is, I don't think I was getting upgrades as fast as I would have liked. Like, yeah, fine, it's game design. Second thing though, which was on me for playstyle, was exploring, because it is a Metroidvania. And from Etrian Odyssey, I kind of developed the habit of like, oh yeah, if I'm going to explore a floor, I'm going to do it systematically. On a very strict and regimented form. So that way I make sure I don't miss any corners. And it's true, I don't really miss anything. It's very rare that I miss anything at all in the floor. That's usually when I make like assumptions, like when I go in the room and see, oh, there's nothing here, I don't actually check the corners. The thing is, though, that my brain's all constantly telling me like, yeah, let's go that way seems good, that way seems good, that seems interesting. And instead I have to like, no, shut up me. We're going this, we're gonna keep going right until we can't go right anymore. And that, yeah, it's stifling the childlike wonder of exploration just to try and make sure I don't miss anything. Guess it's fear of missing out in another form. Anyway, that's playstyle related. So yeah, I think I'll give Pseudo Regalia another shot. I don't know when though. If I haven't given it another shot by the time you finish this whole game and post-game, then yeah, it'll be the first game I do. For Luna's hit, which I know I was singing high praises of for a long time. I finished it, and now I'm just gonna keep a distance eye on it for an update, because after you beat the game and do everything, you actually get something that's called a Dusty Orb. The description says, yeah, no, it's covered in so much thick dust you can't see what's there, but maybe the dust will fall off in time, and you'll be able to see what's underneath. And it's like, oh, that's a pretty clear in-universe way of saying you're planning future content. Like, I would still recommend Lunasid to play. That is still a good game. First Kingsfield-like game we've had since Kingsfield, whatever the last entry in that series was. So maybe I should go back and play Kingsfield, although I have heard they, being FromSoft, especially old school FromSoft, they do tend to make some jokes at the player's expense. Like, apparently, in every Kingsfield game, at the very start there's an instant death trap. And not like an unavoidable one, I mean like, if you just make a left instead of a right, with no indication, you just find a Kraken at level 1, and it's like, oh fuck. Or I think it was Kingsfield 4 I heard, where it's just if you walk straight without turning at all out of the starter location, the floor crumbles underneath you, and you fall into lava and die instantly. And it's like, come on. What kind of bullshit is this? Exactly, fluff. Just prank, bro. Yeah, it limits a bit of what, like, dungeon crawling in, I guess, Elder Scrolls was like. Apparently a lot of people akin it more so to Kingsfield. The reason why I say dungeon crawling in Elder Scrolls is because it's the similar kind of deal where it's like, the combat system, not the most complex, but would combine it with the skill system, and it's like, have a real nice sense of progression and exploration going on there. Not Skyrim, though. Skyrim is shit. Let's be clear about that. I'm talking probably Oblivion or Morrowind. I still get around to playing Morrowind, although I know about the OpenMW and the iHeart Vanilla playlist. When the hell will that happen? It's like, and I know I should, but I also know that'll be thousands of hours. Probably. Well, hundreds at the least. And I don't know if I should stream that or not. Actually, I'd probably take it the same way Oblivion. Or would I even stream it? I don't know, given how I'm planning to kind of do like just one stream per game unless I really like it. Or it's really demanded. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd actually stream my playthrough of Morrowind, which... a little bit. Part of me is relieved, because that means I can just play it whenever. I don't have to worry about not doing the main stuff. I know Alyssa remembers. I streamed Oblivion, it's just like, yeah, no, I won't do main quests off stream, so I can only do dungeon grinding. And it's like, yeah, no, I've leveled up 42 times in the week since the last stream, like, let's go. If that's an actual video tile, I don't think I've seen it, and I want to see it. Let me do a quick search on that to make sure I don't end up losing it in whatever the hell else goes on. Alright, I searched it up on YouTube. I didn't get an exact match for the YouTube title, but whatever. Got videos. Although I should probably get the YouTube step back onto actually this live stream. Nope. Like, yeah, OBS has a preview for stream, and it also tells me what the bitrate is. But the preview is like the straight screen capture, not what you guys are seeing. It's what's actually being recorded and sent out. What you guys are seeing is like transcoded bit crush and whatever the hell else happens to it, get it to you in a timely fashion. Which is why I have the YouTube live studio up as well at the same time, because that gives me an actual feed of the stream. Which means that if the bitrate goes down to like 3, and all you're seeing is like 4 pixels on the screen of varying colors, I get to see that. I know what exactly screen cancer is. Yeah, no, I think definitely off of hype from Oblivion, I did go into Skyrim with high hopes way back in the day, played it for a few hundred hours, and then I was like, this isn't as good as Oblivion. They reduced the skills, they reduced the complexity, the writing isn't as good, the atmosphere. I mean, we're looking up at the Northern Lights, environmental snapshots, like imagery, is still pretty great. Looking at the outdoors side, like dungeon designs, just shit. Writing is even worse. RPG elements are like even less in depth. It's like, what? What did you do? And I know I just said a few hundred hours. Keep in mind, I played Oblivion for a few thousand hours, so it is indeed a downgrade. I think my main characters over the years always get at least 900 hours in Oblivion before I decide, yeah, I've done everything I want to. Which, as you can see, that's why I kind of have a bit of apprehension with Morrowind, since as a working individual, I have, you know, less time of the day to devote towards gaming. So I'm like, oh boy. Well, I know I'd enjoy it. I'd also be married to it. And I'm not sure when the divorce will happen. I don't think I'm ready for that level of commitment. Probably change floors now. 55 seems like a good enough level to risk going further down. Alright, now the turning point in Decim's build. We do not have enough skill points to max out bows and true shot, so which one's more valuable? I'm gonna look up a skill simulator. Don't think it's up to date for HD. I know they changed some skills, but I think it's close enough that I can make a good, accurate enough guess. So true shot goes up to 190%, and level 5 is 105. And what the hell's bows? Oh, that's 50%. Oh my god, that's actually worthwhile. Yeah, no, bows is actually going to be worth more than maxing out true shot. This true shot goes from 140% to 190%. And bows will give it a 50% damage increase. Which means if we level 1 with max bows, we're at 210% damage. Although we also get level 1 in the first place, so it's more of a 40% increase, which still... What, 16 or 40, 56? Yeah, 196, it's still better. No, we have no other survivalists. We can't just drop the gathering skills. I'm aware, it's 30 skill points. We can't just drop that stuff. And one of the downsides of doing a recruitment run, even if partial, is just... Ah boy. We only have so many classes. On paper, the recruitment run sounds nice. In practice, it doesn't run that well. This is like, if you don't use people, you may end up kind of feeling a bit left out because their character version isn't getting used, because like you have 5 protectors in the guild, you only need 1. On the other hand, it's like, oh yeah, I'd like to make this party, but I only have like 1 Dark Hunter and no medics. What the hell? Why do I have no medics? Somebody sign up as a medic! It definitely puts things in an awkward social spot. It's like, on one hand, definitely don't have an optimal guild. On the other hand, it's like you kind of feel like you have to use everyone, but at the same time, you can't really do that. You have like 5 repeat classes. Because everybody wants to be the attacker. But yes, because of that, we have one survivalist. That is Decim. And I'm glad he's survivalist, and I'm glad you're a medic. I'm glad you told me to go Caduceus, because my god, you're probably one of our best attackers as well. Still don't know revive. Actually, I think we have like 3 medics. Like 3 medics, 3 protectors, at least 3 land snatches, 2 alchemists, 2 dark hunters. One survivalist, no Ronin and no Hexers. In part because they get unlocked way later. We have 1 Troubadour as well, and that's Manko. So yeah, my build options are rather limited. Oh, right. Lower floor. Hoping 24F has the spring. It also has armor rolls and crabs and stuff, and I am out of water. One is physically resistant enemies on the 24th floor, but we do get the spring. 25th floor, I mean, I guess we can try. I guess we'll try. Make a hard save first. Man, on top of the Steam library, I also have a lot of emulators, a lot of perfectly legitimate digital editions. Games too, from N64 to PlayStation 2 to 3DS to DS, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color even. Man. And new games keep coming out as well. It's not going to stop either. Oh, that doesn't go to 25th. This one does. Of course, all the foes are back. Alright. Alright, how's this go? Poorly! Poorly is the answer. Okay, so we can't auto battle here. Means it might be a poor spot for grinding. Still give it a little bit of a go. Do the classic, focus the leftmost. Oh, that's some big damage. Okay, level 60 plus. This is why we don't go deep. Okay, how's about 424? Ah, armor rolls. Yeah, I don't think 424 is going to cut it either. Oh, this is a dead end room on 423. Okay, let's go back to 21, take the other elevator. I'm also thinking of getting a new CPU too, though that will not just lower research. So I found an SSD I can get. It's 8 terabytes and is, I think, reasonably priced. Seems to be of good quality. Hopefully it lasts as long as my current one. My current one's not really showing signs of dying. In fact, it wasn't showing signs of degrading for like a couple of years straight, which is really weird. Okay. Which means I got an abnormally good SSD. But yeah, I think my current CPU is like 6 years old. And probably has some sediment on it. Because I don't clean the dust out of my PC all that often, and last time I did that... Yeah, no, there's actually like a layer of sediment at the bottom of the case. Like, the dust had caked up for so long. Oh my god, those animations are so slow. Okay. Now, there we go. Okay, I think that's it. Remember, one of them was normal, one of them was fast, because for grinding off-stream, I switched everything to the fastest possible. And I don't remember what they were. Yeah, this feels right. Now, where on this floor should we grind? Although, yes, there are muscoids, which is going to be an issue. I have enough damage to take him out in one turn, though, which is good. Very good. Yeah, I should set up the auto path here. I wish there were a spot with more XP than this, but I have to go through a foe to get there. I'm not terribly confident in this party. Yeah, no, you've definitely been grinding for a while. Maybe I'll run this while I'm watching those Todd Howard Lives videos. Should definitely get more water though. Or my throat becomes too irritated and parched. Alright, so I'm gonna BRB to get that water. Maybe, I don't know, a few minutes I guess. Yeah, I'm back with water. Sorry, do they have... Oh, I think they have an AoE attack skill I never really noticed. It's because they died so quickly. Never noticed Climb was an AoE cut attack. Like, why are you hitting us so much? It's just one attack. Yeah, reminder to drink plenty of water, especially if you're sick. Or have been sick. And by plenty, I mean enough that you need to pee after you drink a glass. Because, like, if you aren't peeing after every glass, you clearly don't have enough water in your system. Or to be more less exaggerated, if your pee is not as clear as the water you're drinking, then it's not enough water. Of course, it's an actual subreddit. Yeah, keeping my throat hydrated does help with the cough. Yeah, I still feel the irritation, but it's not enough that I feel like I have to cough. Huh. You guys actually want to see some XF gameplay? Or Flesh... I don't know about Flesh from the Sky. It was short enough. I know it really has just been grinding for 2 hours. Well, it's nice for a chatting stream. I know it's not too exciting. Chat room with occasionally changing music. Yeah, there's no model or anything. You got some strange VTuber chase. I get you mean. I can't say the thought hasn't crossed my mind. It's just, as you can guess, streaming is more of a hobby for me at this point. I know there's a time I'm thinking, yeah, I could maybe turn this into my main career, but like, no. No, I make no income off of this. All my income comes from my actual working on software development. This is a hobby. Hobby I enjoy. So it's like, how much effort do I want to put into this? As much as I feel like, of course. That's because he made me laugh right as I drank water. I have to pick different floors for different moods. Just that little bit of water down the windpipe. You know, it takes a while to cough all of it out. Alright, thanks for coming. If I don't, they're probably gone by now, but if I don't see you by next week, well, if I don't see you later today, I'll see you on Discord, if not next stream. I know where you live. Right down to the time zone. I only vaguely remember the state. Oh, God. I know I can really see the map as the model. Not sure what maps I'd use, but that'd definitely be easy. Well, the basic concept is easy. The more minutiae I go into, like, how the hell would you convey different emotions with a map? You have to get creative, because it's not... No, I'm not going to do a face on a map. It has to be actual floors or actual cartography. Well, not actual cartography. Etrian Odyssey cartography. And it's like, how do you represent different moods? And how do you quickly switch between them? A lot to consider. That's definitely an idea. An idea worth entertaining. An idea worth choking on. Oh. I assume at this point it's either Fluff or Manko left. So I'll ask you, presumably more directly, do you want to switch to something else for the last bit, just because it's... You know, I think the silence is the answer. You guys just kind of put me in the back. And a second monitor, apparently, for alt-tab content. The question is if you want to have something to actually watch. It would be XF Extreme Formula. I do have more stuff I need to get done in that game. Well, time out. Although I'm not sure if the bitrate will like it. Good question. Because if you're not... Actually, I think only Alyssa would be fully aware, and I'm not sure if Alyssa would remember at this point. It's so long ago I've discussed this, but bitrate. This is Comcast, and Comcast shit. I only have 10 megabytes up, and I have to share that with the whole family. So, there's that. No, wait, yeah, I think that's really the main reason. Because of that, I kind of, like, restricted the upload, or rather the bitrate for it, the stream. So I think 3000 is what I found to be the good sweet spot, where, like, to go below that, and really notice, like, when you're watching, say, like, on your phone or in, like, the smaller YouTube player, where it's like, oh, I can see all the pixelation. Like, it's definitely, probably not great image quality for full screen, but, like, for what you're normally watching a stream as, I think it's fine. And it's just, that's just 3 megabytes I'm uploading each second out of the 10. So, like, cool. if I had more bandwidth, or if I was feeling a bit gutsy, I'd probably up it to like 6 or 7. Or if I managed to finally get us over to Ryzen 5. Ah, we all got put to sleep that time. If I managed to up us to Ryzen 5s with 300 up, then yeah, I can do like, I don't even fucking know how much I'd even go for, like 12? I mean, 12 would be like 4 times the bitrate we've got now, but I could support 50. 50. Wait, 50 kilobytes per second. It'd be 50 megabytes per second, right? For like an actual video recording. Dang, man. Dang. Yeah, I should probably get on that, because I can really up the video stream quality. Yeah, still is the issue of, like, what the hell do we have TV for? Because as soon as I find out why the hell I still want TV, well, then we can get a replacement for that reason. And switch. And I can bring up switching to Ryzen 5. Yeah, no, Comcast is... If you have the option, do not take Comcast. I'm sorry, if you have a better option, don't take Comcast. I'm aware there are worse ISPs in the US somehow. And Verizon Files is only really, like, available on, like, eastern quarter to a third-ish of the states. It's like East Coast stuff for the most part. They're slowly, very slowly expanding westward, but I mean, like, it's really slow. Oh, right. Because with XF, I don't know if our current bitrate's going to be nice. Because as I think you could maybe tell from the demo, it's going to be a fast game. And 3K may actually work out fine. Like, if you don't need to see things in terribly good detail, then that's probably good for taking the gist of things. Worry about getting very blurry and pixelated. That's really the issue with the bit rates. Okay, at level 60 we'll retry... Actually, we'll retry 424. At level 58. See how that goes. Ooh. Finally. I wonder what I'll spend the extra points on. HP up, probably. Probably HP up. You think maybe a point in a TP up, but like, I don't think Thunder Dragon really runs out of TP in fights. These cost 5. An SSC costs 12, and SSC we're not going to use that often, so it's just the 5, which means we have like 22 turns of just spamming skills. And fights just don't last that long. And we have Peace Ballad too, so it's like, what's the point? HP up though, because Thunder Dragon feels pretty dang squishy. Although I think Bismarck will max out first, and once Bismarck maxes out, I'm going to swap, I guess myself in. Maybe Alyssa. Myself or Alyssa will get swapped in. Fluff will never get swapped out, because Fluff is our only medic. How the hell will we heal ourselves? Sorry, our only viably leveled and cured medic right now. So we have to go through this whole process again with the second medic. And then I just not use the medic outside of grinding, so it's like, what's the point? Yeah, I think I'm healthy enough to go back to streaming weekly. Glad I'm not streaming nightly. Yeah, I know for sure I'd get more done in these games if I stream nightly, but like, oh my god, no. That's a bit too much for me. When would I have my private time? When would I be able to just focus on my own stuff? Combined with work? Oh boy. This, I can tell ya, this might be enjoyable, but I've mentioned it's not relaxing. So if you tried holding a conversation with basically yourself for like 3 hours straight, you run out of fuel at some point. Yeah, let's try 24. Okay, so far so good. That hurt. I hurt T-Dragon a lot. That's why I'm saying I want the HP up for T-Dragon, because oh boy. Oh boy, she takes the most damage out of all of us. Even the backliners. Gonna miss Destiny now. Preemptive strikes are really nice. Alright, last point got put into defense, and with this last point, we now have maxed out CPR. Okay, who replaces who? And for auto-attacking's sake, I think myself? Yeah, that seems best. Alright, so Bismarck is now max. Level stay, Mako stay, Dragon Destiny. Alright, cool. Man, it feels weird being the low level one in the party. Yeah, some of the XP is gonna get wasted at this point, but oh well. Them's the breaks. It's like, are you just gonna do no medic? I wouldn't. Well, let me take a look at the stat allocation at this point, because Self 2 is at 5. Because if we don't do CPR, I guess we could invest into HP up and TP up instead. HP up primarily. Level 5, I guess? Maybe even level 10. Yep, armor rolls are still a bitch. Alright. Alright, what is my skill point allocation? Alright, shocker. What a shocker. I don't know, after I max out Shocker, I think... Oh right, TP up because I run out of TP. Longer fights. And after that, I guess HP up. If there's anything left at all. Oh, and there's a half hour left. I'm gonna take a pee break, and we're gonna switch over to XF. Because, yeah, grinding is definitely acceptable. Or rather, I did this a lot because it was on the DS. You could just have it on the side and, you know, pay occasional attention to it while doing other things. You know, like you would in RuneScape. This isn't RuneScape, though. No, this is like the main thing. Can I hold in the P until then? Yeah, I'll find out. I say that because it is getting increasingly uncomfortable. It's only been 2 minutes. Ugh. I think I'll just switch to display and game capture when I switch games, just because I know game capture, as the scene in OBS is set up to capture a specific window, I have to change which window it captures, so it'd be quicker just to switch to display capture. Why am I saying this out loud instead of just letting it all be behind the scenes? I don't know, to fill dead air, I guess. Alright, bows and Peace Ballad. You know, I never went off and played Deus Ex Mankind Divided on my own either. I said I would back then. Because I was so much into the first modern one. Oh, what was it called? Human Revolution. I was so into Human Revolution, I'm like, alright, I don't want to have to wait for stream time to play this game. Do it on my own, and then it didn't happen. That was weird. I should go back to that, and honestly, there's hundreds of games I should be playing. Oh boy. I wonder how a classify them as complete, if ever. Because currently I kind of treat it as like, oh yes, let's check off all the achievements, and then check off, rather, not all the Steam achievements, but all the in-game achievements and stuff I consider to be achievements or goals. I set for myself, and once they're all checked, alright, I'm done with the game, on to the next. But that's a more recent style of play for me, and I have to say it's not deriving as much enjoyment as I could. Because I know before I just kind of like, oh, I'd play the game and I'd do the stuff I enjoy, I'd have fun, and if I unlock more of the game, fantastic. It really only started with Dark Souls, actually, because Dark Souls was the first game I got 100% trophies on. It was on PlayStation 3. Because I was just like, hey, I've been playing this game for a long time, I wonder, out of curiosity, sheer curiosity, how many achievements have I gotten? I'm like, oh, I have everything but one, which was to get all weapons, and it's like, what am I missing then? It's the Trident. Freaking Trident with like a 0.1% drop rate from an enemy there's only 2 of you can farm. It's like, makes sense I don't have that, but alright, let's grind that out and get it since I'm so close. And then that kind of started the whole like, alright, I can complete games. Let's go and complete games now. And it's like, Makes progress more quantifiable, yes. Probably why I adopted it, but it does kind of come at the expense of just enjoying the game. See it more as a checklist or a to-do list than you do an actual experience. And I get the most out of games, both in terms of enjoyment and in terms of mental growth, if you see it as an experience rather than as a checklist. Honestly, why I finished the later Etrian Odysseys faster than the earlier ones. The earlier ones, I'm getting real immersed. Like, I'm imagining my guild members doing all the stuff in combat in the labyrinth at town, and like coming up with the whole headcanon and stories for them and fantasizing. And in later games, just like, alright, I got my characters, I got my stat sheets, everything's lined up, let's go kill some bosses and 100% this game. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to switch my mentality back to the old way, or something similar to the old way, because I'm not sure if I can go back to exactly that old way. Oh, it's 1630, alright. Okay. You're at full HP and TP, what the hell? Alright, as stated, I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna do XF for the last half hour. Double save of certainty. Alright, cool. I'll BRB with the new game. Alright. Boot this up. You can see I clocked in 3 hours, or maybe you can't see. I may not talk too much, because depending on how tight this goes, you know how it is. If you talk, you inherently cannot really fully focus on what you're doing. Alright. Let's get a little warmed up then. Probably check if the bitrate's actually fine for this fast of the game. There's a new record. Oh, that's how I do a full speed. Okay. Okay. I have not checked the stream at all to see if the bit rate's fine. Oh well. Okay, there we go. There we go. I really need to prep for that turn. So close. Didn't hit any walls, but it wasn't boosting either. Not any record, but still is a pretty good time. Not sure why Kestrel anyways. I don't know how the other machines will perform. That's bad. Yeah, I think this lap is scuffed. Probably over 30 seconds. Nope, not over 30, but still scuffed. Nope, not quite. Okay. It's a little bit low. And I don't mean like my accuracy rate, I mean for the action going on is a bit low. I can still see what's going on, but not too much in detail. Let me bump that up. Let's go up to 5,000 for this. Okay. Alright. Okay, maybe I should just keep it tight when I'm not boosting on that turn. I didn't do it properly there. Alright. Yeah, I might need to let off gas there. I don't want to do. Might be the only way to get that turn without hitting a wall. Although whether hitting a wall is preferable or not to letting off the gas is still a good question. I am fully focused. Or rather, it's focused. I can be while still talking. On not hitting walls. Going as fast as I can. Yeah, I really didn't like Kestrel's timing. I think it's the turn there. It's a little bit worse. Like that. Okay. Honestly, of all the machines they've got in the demo, only one of them can reliably drift. There's a new record. Do you actually know what the hell's going on not 1-to-1 basis? Because I've been going through on time attack with each of the machines on a course. I should probably change the machine at this point. to get a feel for which one, how each machine performs, as well as which one performs best on each track. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, oh, one of those got really close to White Kestrel's best. Also, I see that there. Yeah, the demo doesn't hide the mouse, so, well. Yeah, slow first lap on Desert Crosswinds. Decent 25-ish. Alright. Hey there, Sora. I think I was grinding for the past 2.5 hours on Etrian Odyssey and decided to change things up for the last half hour. This is the demo for XF Extreme Formula. Oh, it's that entirely. I do like the drift at the start of the lap, but after that, things just kind of go bad. Machine's got good turning, but its base speed is pretty low. I mean, its top theoretical speed is really high. Which is to say, if I can keep boosting and boosting and boosting, this thing is the fastest one out there. But if I'm not boosting at all, it is the slowest. And just the fact that I have to not boost during certain parts of the track for whatever reason. is really why I'm in trouble breaking the 26-second barrier. Yeah, I know. Some maps where crosswind is really, really good, but not that one. I suspect I'll be able to turn too well on this one. Get used to that. And here's a new record. Had to come into the lap with a lot of air. Or rather, I do need to slow down for the turns, but I need to boost to cover that lost speed. There you go. That's the trick. Alright. Try the next scene. Oh, it's pre-1701. I've only seen one track. Alright, you know what I'll do? Send this on at least a somewhat more packed note. Let's try a tournament I've never done before. This is the first time I've been on this track, by the way. Unlike the first cup I tried, I don't see myself getting second place here. Just a lot of straightaways to build up overboost. Wait, what? What's up the rest of these guys? Was I so far ahead the game just stopped rendering the other competitors? Or I think it would have lapped them if I did. Alright. Yep. Hey there, Alyssa. I decided to boot up XF for the last half hour, which Drew already passed. Just doing time attack for that whole half hour. So I opted to tackle a cup, a Grand Prix. There's something a bit more to watch. And this is one I haven't done before. I have no idea what these tracks are. I also upped the bitrate for this too, because I know this is faster than our usual fire. Okay. So, since I know you're here, maybe like that, maybe not. The mechanics beyond, you know, go fast, boost, turn, strafe, is our fuel is oxygen, and there's an overboost. So in the upper right, you'll see a white bar with a smaller red bar that overlays over it, as well as the blue bar. Blue bars are O2. The white bar is basically, the faster we go, the higher that bar goes, and the higher that bar goes, the more O2 passively refills, so we more get boost passively. And the more we boost, the more the little red bar fills up, and that's our overboost. And the higher that is, the faster our boosts go. So it's basically, if you go really fast, you get to go really faster. Oh, nope, off-road. A lot of off-road. Okay, that's gonna throw me off. I think there's no O2 refill on this track. Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh, shit. That was pretty bad. Let's see if we can recover from that. Whew. Okay, I recovered from it. Man, that was close. Oh, I finished first all races. Nice. Oh. That'll be it for this week's stream. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it all. I'll catch you next week for probably more grinding. Till then, fare thee well.